welcome to Fans of the Forge, where we are recapping Season 7, Episode 9, The Military Tribute.
Ooh, okay.
It's a special episode for Veterans Day.
Nice.
So, our Smiths this week, we have Billy Salyers, part-time Smith, Robert Soria, another part-time Smith, Mike Johnston, a full-time Smith, and Sean Chakravarty, a part-time Smith. So,
I noticed you didn't say any years there.
They
no
didn't,
years given?
They didn't give us any years.
Oh, okay.
So, who knows? Maybe they just started. The world may never know.
Yeah.
So, there's a giant object in the forge under the blanket.
Okay.
Wonder what it could be. Will pokes his head around. Says, hey, what's up, man? Because it's so big he can't see the last contestant, the last dude on the floor. Sean.
Oh, wow.
He's like, hey. So, they pull back the sheet, and it's a giant tank.
Oh, wow.
A big tank in the forge. So, they're asked to forge a signature blade in their signature style from a World War II Panzer tank. They have to create a Sanmai using mild and high carbon steel from the tank, harvested from the tank.
Okay.
So the guys break into teams to harvest the steel. So two guys go like towards the back of the tank, two guys go on the front, and two guys in the back cut handles from the tank. There's some like grab handles like on the fender. Those seem to be high carbon steel. And two guys in front like start cutting apart the tank tread, which is thought to be mild steel. So it's the first time making Sanmai for Mike. It doesn't exactly take the time to properly clean his steel before he attempting to forge weld it. And he's just like, I'm just gonna push through. And the judge is like, well, that's maybe not a good idea. And
of course, he can't hear them.
No, and even if he did, he wasn't going to change. So wouldn't you know, he gets some D-lams while he's forging, and then he quenches, and he gets some more D-lams.
Ooh.
And Jay Nielsen's like, well, he's probably going to get some more D-lams because as the oil fills in the cracks, it's going to pop the pieces off, and so that's kind of what happened. And then moving on, like Sean took plenty of time to clean his material before forging, and I think he started like an hour left, and he just like busted it out, like he just beasted out his blade.
Nice.
That was about it for round one. Moving on to judging for Billy, they said he had a solid blade. Good job taking the warp out, but there's still like a little bit of warp left. For Robert, it had a nice shape, but it was a big warp and it was lean. And every time he was hammering it, like it would start to bend up, he'd flip it over, he'd bend it, and it would just flip up. So he was like chasing this the whole time. He was trying to just forge his blade out.
Yep.
For Mike, there's a lot of issues and a lot of D-lams. And for Sean, it looks good, but it has a crack going down the middle, probably from the hot quench. Like all these guys had really hot quenches. It was insane. I was like, and Sean got this long crack, like all the way down the spine. Like it was bad. It went the whole length of the blade. But Mike got the boot because his blade had the most issues. There's just a lot of D-lams all over the thing.
Oh, that's rough.
Yep. And now a word from our sponsors.
This video is sponsored by Forged, a Jason Knight Maker series.
What's that all about?
Oh, that is the new series by Jason Knight that is available through his website, where Jason gives you tips and tricks and lessons on how to make the elemental knife, in his words, the forged style knives that he likes to make. Forged to sharp, as he would say. It's a great video series that he's put together. Currently, you can purchase it on his website, and there's 6 videos to watch in the first 6 parts of the series. There's going to be exclusive content available on the site as well, coming soon. And if you want to purchase it, you can go to nightforgestudio.com to see where this is and purchase it.
Is there a promo code?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Hey.
If you go on this Nightforge Studio and use coupon code FOF15, FOF15, you can get $15 discounted from the price of this video series.
Nice.
So go on there. If you really want to check out these videos, Listen, we have the views on the other video that we did with Jason Knight to kind of prove that
We know you like them.
people like watching Jason Knight work. This video series is all about Jason Knight doing his work
Yep.
and making some badass knives.
Learn from a master smith.
Exactly. It's really, if you think about it, you're learning these lessons from a master smith. It's a bargain.
Yeah.
So check out the video series, and don't forget to use the promo code FOF15 to save $15 on your purchase of the Forge Jason Knight Maker Series videos.
Be a maker. Go check it out.
And we're back. We move on to round 2, where our contestants had 2 hours to fit the handle, guard, and pommel. So Sean lays a weld down on the spine to seal up the crack on his blade. He welds on some all thread to the end of his tang.
Although it took him like 20 minutes to find the all thread.
Oh,
It was weird. He's like at the little pantry and he's like, "Where's the all thread? I don't know." And he's just like looking. He's like, "I know it's in here somewhere." And it just like, "Just find it. Why? How can you not find it?" And you're like in these little jars, and he's just like, "I don't know where it is." And he like put his hand on it. He's like, "Oh, there it is." So he like wasted a bunch of time like just trying to find it.
yeah. Billy blew through part of his handle while shaping on the grinder, and that's no good. And then he was working on his warp with about 10 minutes left, and then Sean rushed to finish his handle shaping
Yeah.
at the end of round 2.
By the time he got it like put together, like there wasn't a lot of time. He was just like on the grinder, like, "Oh," it was kind of like it looked not that great. And it turned out, I think he blew through a couple parts on the bottom of his too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So for testing, they had the strength test, which was a helmet bash and smash into World War II helmets. For Billy's, held up well, but the void on the bottom of the handle could possibly cut the hand. For Robert, it held up but had some chipping. The handle is really small. And for Sean, during the smash, the handle shifted and couldn't go further in testing. So it moved while they were going.
Yeah, G was like, "That's kind of weird," and then it like cocked a little bit. It was kind of loose, and then it like the scale shifted and actually like stopped the movement, but it was still it had moved. So
Yeah.
he's like, "I can't test this any further." So he only did the smashing part.
Oh, okay.
So he was taking out, the pommel and was like smashing it 3 times and then the blade 3 times.
Right. So Sean got the boot with a vote of no confidence in his blade. And we move on to round 3.
Where they have to make the Scottish backsword. Known for attacking Axis positions with the backsword drawn, Mad Jack Churchill gained respect of his troops for his exploits during World War II. The backsword first became in fashion during the 16th century and is known for its basket hilt. Must have the fuller that favors the spine, a false edge, and a basket hilt that covers the entire hand, guard, and pommel. So for Robert on day 1, doesn't have thick enough steel, so he's going to be forge welding 3 pieces of 1080 steel together. Day 2, grinds the bevels and then goes for the quench. And on day 3, works on the hilt. They don't show day 4. Then for Billy, day 1, he goes for a Damascus blade and gets it forged to shape, finishes with a quench. So they don't show day 2, but on day 3, he works on the basket hilt. Tries to make it out of a single piece of steel. He wants to put shape of American flag and Purple Heart symbol into the hilt. And then day 4 is finishing the construction and tests on some pool noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, good test.
Then they go in for testing with the keel test on a ballistics dummy attack. Billy, nice Damascus pattern, comfortable handle, deep cuts will kill. Robert, very pointy tip, easy thrusts, handle a little wobbly, but will kill. The strength test is an ice block chop. Billy, lots of blade flex, but it always comes back to true. And Robert, Jay stopped during the test and had to go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He was going and I forget what hit, maybe the third one. He's like, "Ah!" And then like the paramedic came over and was like checking him out. He's like, "Oh, it hurts like here. It's kind of weird. Handle's all loose." And then he just disappears.
Oh. Oh, my gosh.
So Billy wins. Congratulations, Billy. Robert Stewart has a vote of no confidence.
So did it end with no Jay Nielsen there?
Yeah. So yeah, and Will's like, well, it sent one of the judges to emergency room, so there's a vote of no confidence in your play.
Oh, my gosh.
Thanks.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I hope Jay's doing okay. I mean, this was months and months ago now, I think.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Billy and everyone else that was on that episode. Sounded like an interesting one for sure. Thanks to everybody for watching and subscribing on the YouTube. Please, if you don't already subscribe there or follow us on Facebook or Instagram. And that's it. We'll see you in the next wrap-up.